Good morning, students. This video is recording here BEEE Part B. So far, we have seen different types of communication systems, and one of them is your mobile communication system. So today's topic is your mobile communication system. We'll see how we are going to operate your mobile communication systems. Before seeing how you are going to connect call, first of all you have to know the terminology called as a cell and a cluster. First, cell means first of all to have your communication connection between two mobiles or two cell phones. You have to divide the complete geographical area into your smaller areas, which are called as cells. These cells are going to cover a limited number of mobile subscribers. That means complete geographical area is going to be divided into some smaller areas which are going to have equal area, and they are going to divide it in the shape of hexagonal shape. Your cells are going to be in hexagonal shape and with equal area. You have to divide complete geographical area, and in that cells you will accommodate some limited number of mobile subscribers in each of your cells. And then the combination, if you are going to combine a group of cells, you are going to call them as cluster of cells. So in mobile communication, you are going to allocate some frequencies levels to each of the users. So if the complete cluster, the group of cells which are going to be combined will have the same frequency. In that frequency spectrum only the mobile users are going to be use your spectrum in that particular frequency range only. Okay, these are the topics, that means these are the terminology you are going to have. One is your cell and cluster. Cell means first you have to divide your geographical area into smaller areas called as cell, and each cell are going to have a limited number of mobile subscribers, and group of cells we are going to call them as clusters, and these cells are going to have equal area and they are in hexagonal shape and they are going to have same frequency spectrum. This is your cellular system infrastructure. If you see here, each cell is going to have some mobile subscribers. MS is nothing but your mobile subscriber or mobile user, and each cell is going to have one base station. And next, all these cells are limited. So I have said that group of cells are combined, which are going to call as clusters. All these clusters are going to connected to one base station controller, which is called as BSC. That's how all the clusters BSCs are going to be, all these BSCs are going to be one thing, that is MSC, that is mobile switching center. From that you are going to connect all these MSCs to PSTN. From there you are going to have your call connection. We'll see each and every block usage here. First of all, MS is mobile subscriber. Whenever you are going to dial the number, you are going to generate one signal, and from that signal is going to be transferred to your base station wherever you are going to have in particular geographical area. There you are going to have one base station, which is nothing but your cellular tower. It is connected to an antenna. It receives and transmits the signal from your network cell. Whenever you are going to dial the call, that call signal is going to be reached to the base station, which is nothing but an antenna. It receives and transmits that signal to other customer phones or cellular devices. And next, you are going to have base station controller. A base station controller is nothing but it controls one or more base transceiver stations. That means from some group of cells, those cells are going to have different base stations. All base stations are going to be connected to one base station controller. So it is going to control all these base stations which are in that cluster area. So it is going to control the signal mobile networking components that control one or more base transceiver stations. it is going to control the signals, and it is going to take the information from that signals, and it is going to connect it to mobile switching center. A mobile switching center plays a significant role. It is going to have each phone's location. In mobile switching center, you are going to have the information about each phone location and its routing communication between them. That means it is going to have the information about your cell. That means it is going to have your SIM details. Whenever you are going to buy a SIM, there you are going to have some details. That details are going to be present in your mobile switching center. So if you are going to call any user, it is going to search for SIM ID. There it is going to search the information of that particular user. That means from which geographical area that user is going to be and then it is going to search whether the user is in that particular area. That means if you are going to have in your house, it is going to connect to your home mobile switching center. But if you are not in your native place, if you are going to be in other network, then it is going to search for where the user is in particular geographical area, and it recognizes that particular area, and then it is going to send the information to the, first of all it is going to send to your home mobile switching center. From that home mobile switching center, it is going to send the information to other mobile switching center where you are present there. So from there your signal is going to be connected to your phone. That is the working of your mobile switching center. Once again I am telling, mobile switching center consists of your SIM IDs and all. There it is going to have your details based upon your mobile location, timing and all, and SIM ID. Whenever your signal is reached to mobile switching center, it is going to search for your information. It is going to search the information, and then it is going to give the connection to the your home mobile switching center. Home mobile switching center is nothing but your SIM, wherever you have taken the SIM, where your SIM is registered. If you are in that particular area, it is going to connect the call. Or if you are not in your registered area, if you are moved to some other place, it is going to send first your signal to home mobile switching center. From that home mobile switching center, there you are going to have the information, your location. From your home mobile switching center, it is going to give to your destination place, wherever you are going to have, there it is going to connect you the call. That is the use of your mobile switching center. And next one is, all these mobile switching centers are connected to public switch cell phone network, that is PSTN. It's just nothing but a switching that allows to make a landline cell phone calls to one another, or it is placed to multiple switches. It is nothing but it acts as a switch. That means from MSC it is going to send to your PSTN, which is, you can call it as telephone exchange also. If that signal is reached to your public switch telephone network PSTN, there it is going to connect your switch between your user and destination user, whom you have called, and the caller are going to be connected. The switch is going to be connected between those, then you are going to get your call. That's how your mobile networking is going to be operated. Thank you. For your understanding purpose, I have designed one video for you. We'll see how it is going to work, your mobile communication system in brief. As if we have seen, your mobile communications are going to be 4 generations, 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G. And now we'll see how you are going to get your signals and how you are going to receive your call and transmit your call. In your mobile, you are going to have one microphone with an IC. If you are going to give your voice signal, it is going to convert your signal into digital signal in terms of ones and zeros. These ones and zeros are transferred to your antenna placed in your mobile phone. This antenna converts your digital signal into electromagnetic wave. This electromagnetic wave travels through air or any media, that is wide or wireless, and it reaches the destination. That's how you are going to get your connection here. Wait for a while. So this electromagnetic wave going to travel, and then your destination is going to be the other user is going to receive your signal. In this electromagnetic wave is going to taken your frequency modulation. So 1 is taken as high frequency, 0 is taken as low frequency, and we have ring the call. This electromagnetic wave travels and reaches your destination user. There in the destination user you are going to get your information. But these electromagnetic waves cannot travel the longer distance because they reduce their strength, decreases the strength due to external factors. So that this and other one is the problem is this geographical area, that is your earth is in a curved shape, so electromagnetic waves travels in a straight line. So in order to overcome this, we have placed a base station in your cellular technology. This base station is nothing but your cell tower, which consists of your antenna. So for that, your geographical area is divided into hexagonal shapes, and each hexagonal has some mobile users and base stations, and all these base stations are connected through wide. This wide connection is through your optical fiber cable. So you are going to connect this base stations. If you are going to call, this electromagnetic wave reaches your base station. This antenna converts your signal into light signal. This light signal reaches your base station. There some modifications or modulation techniques are going to be happen, and then it is going to travel to your destination tower. There it is going to destination tower is nothing but base station at your destination user area. It is going to convert your electromagnetic wave and reaches your user mobile. In user mobile, you are going to have your speaker. It is going to convert your digital signal into your voice signal, that is your analog signal. That's how you are going to have your connection in your mobile communication system. But as these connections are going to be taken, these base stations are going to be interconnected. So your geographical area is divided into hexagonal shape. Each cell is going to have one base station, and then it is going to locate your friend's tower, that is your destination user tower. So for that, you are going to connect all the base stations to your mobile switching center, which plays an important role in your mobile communication system. In mobile switching center, as I have said, it is going to have the user information which is recorded with your SIM card. It is going to have all the data, that is your location, wherever you are going to have your information. Complete information will be in mobile switching center. Wherever the user registered your SIM, that is going to be your home mobile switching center. If you move away from that mobile that area, another where you are going to have your MSC is going to be called as foreign MSC, and this home MSC and your foreign MSC are going to be interconnected, so that your information is going to be updated everywhere. So your location updation will be given from your foreign MSC to your home MSC, so that always your mobile updates are going to be updated based on your time based or your location based upon your location area. You are going to have your update of your MSC, and then whenever you are going to have your call to your friend, this user MSC takes the signal from your user, that is your caller. It is going to generate one electromagnetic wave. That electromagnetic wave reaches the user's mobile switching center. There the user mobile switching center searches for your destination user information, and destination user information, it searches and it transfers the signal to the destination user MSC. This MSC is going to connect to the base station again there in that particular cell tower, cell area, and then it is going to give the connection for your destination user. Or if your destination user is away from your home MSC, the home MSC will search the user location where the destination user is present. There it is going to transfer, home MSC is going to transfer the information to the foreign MSC. There he going to receive the information. That's how you are going to have your mobile communication in nowadays. I hope you understand this topic, and this is the last topic in your BEEE part B. If you have completed your syllabus third unit and overall BEEE part B, if you have any doubts, feel free to contact us. Thank you.